Yo, what's up, Metro? Give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, welcome back. Been getting back into SM speedrunning the last 3 months. Nice. I've only watched randos. I've watched a bunch of randos over at Oates' stream. It's a lot of fun. I personally don't know and don't have enough game knowledge to participate in those, but it's a really cool concept at least. To be honest, I would have liked to have started speedrunning Metroid Prime 4, but and like the game actually has good mechanics, but there are so many things holding the game back for me that I just don't even want to consider that. So here we are back in Dread. I hope to speedrun another game, but it probably won't be easy to find a game that just clicks like this one did. I'll be here waiting. Anyway, I'll see if I can at least get a sub-hour in all bosses. And maybe go for any percent NMG next. I don't think I'm going to be running other unrestricted categories. RBX is just stupid on Switch too. To mention there's been no new tech, so... It's not like there's been new tech for all bosses. But at least it's not as bad. It's just Emmy Bump and Warp. So how's SM running treating you? Nice. Alright. I hope I don't get like 10th try Emmy Warp. It actually happened the other day. Something like that anyway. And I also hope I don't get too much snapback. Which is already starting to hurt my run. I have two things to say about snapback. Procon 2 has a lot of snapback. It's a nice controller, but it has a lot of freaking snapback. And the second thing is, for most games, that's not even a problem because they actually have dead zones. I don't think Dread has any kind of dead zones, or maybe too short. I do notice snapback in other games, but not nearly as much as Dread. Alright, this movement is getting back to me. Damn, missed one missile. Sup, Dino? What the snapback again? Holy crap. My internet is being choppy. I'm sorry to hear, Dino. It sucks. We're all so used to having just internet up all the time. Any choppiness feels god awful. Unless it's the stream doing it? I don't think so. OBS says we're clean, no frames lost. Dude, I can't do this here. Ever since I started playing on Procon 2, I've rarely been able to get that weave there. Oh no. One or two shots short. Not good. I'm still not super used to the raking motion. Until I actually start raking, I don't know if I'm doing the motion correctly or not. Like I can tell by the beams, but I can't really tell based on feeling because it still feels the same to me. So weird, man. So like I get some good bursts every now and then, but it's not consistent. We're not there yet. Where exactly did I lose time in the PB? Maybe I had a really bad Corpus. Good luck warping, thank you, Dio. I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it. Like I don't want to go for first try guaranteed yet, so like no resets on not getting first try, not yet. but I also don't want to get like 10th try warp, you know? Maybe a 3rd try would be alright. But more than that is just gonna hurt my soul. Oh. Shit. Accidentally let go of B, so I didn't get a full jump. Oh god. Holy crap, I lost the ability to do this trick, chat. Shit. Damn, that's bad. That's like one attempt at the enemy warp in time loss. I never really had to think much about it. I think the angle just felt natural to me, but... Oh. Sheesh, that is a... I think that's like a 40-second-ish time loss. That's really bad. Nope. Nope. Okay. And again with that. Oh, that is so much time lost. Gee. Once I feel more comfortable with mid and late game, I'll be resetting this kind of bad Ami warp segment, but it's not worth it right now. Good luck, Arkandy. Thank you, LIMO. Appreciate it. Oh. So 228 various suit in PB. That 216 or 217 pretty much. It's a bit of a phony segment because it was one run where I skipped the 10 pack. One of my first Rust runs. But I think we actually do grab it. So it's at least like a 220 if I do grab it. So inaccurate. No fast tunnel, no fast water. Messed up the jump. No hole in one. Just a very bad Various Suit segment so far. $222. I feel like that was a really bad Various Suit segment, and it's still a 222, which is better than PB, but maybe we'll actually get close to that 217 sometime. Uh-oh. Alright. Yo, we were dodging. We're dodging. That was good. And what is this RNG? Man, this fight got so bloated to RNG. Phase 1 didn't go very well, but Phase 2... We still got a lot of time to save here on this fight. I need to go do some boss rush practice one of these days. Once I feel like I got the run back on its feet. Because I do have far more time to save elsewhere, but we're closing in on that point where everything matters again. I don't understand this thing, dude. Why do I always go to the right when I get there? By the way, now that you played Prime 4, is there any upcoming Switch 2 game you are excited about? I'm excited about, what was it called? The Adventure of Elliot? I don't know when it's coming out, but it's supposed to come out 2016 sometime, so... soon. So, The Adventure of Elliot, if I'm not mistaken on the title, I'll always rearrange the order of the words in this title. Elliot's Adventure, The Adventure of Elliot, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, this is from the creators of Bravely Default / Octopath Traveler, I believe. And it takes a more action-oriented turn as opposed to turn-based battles. So I think I'm gonna like that. I wonder if the game's gonna, you know, since I started speedrunning, I always have that thought in the back of my head that maybe it's a game that I'll enjoy, maybe I'll like speedrunning, I don't know, but it could be a fun speedrun eventually if I like it. And a very different kind of game to speedrun from the Metroids. But yeah, that is one. I suppose I'm curious about the Pokemon Champions game with big focus on VGC and PvP, but I guess that's a very different kind of game. It's probably more like a service than a game, so I don't know. Other than that, I have no idea. I don't think there's much else that I'm currently expecting to play. There might have been other games that I saw in the recent... there might have been other games that I saw in the most recent directs, which were a couple of months ago now, but I forgot, so maybe I'll remember Maybe I'll remember soon, I don't know. There's also the possible last update for Valheim, which I'm almost positive will release this year. I'm looking for the Deep North update. I am probably going to play the whole game all over again when it releases. Super excited about that one. But that also doesn't have a set date. The date is whenever the developers decide to release the update and have the things ready. Valheim updates happen pretty slowly. Which is a shame compared to other games that seem to get faster updates, but it is what it is. The game is still pretty fun to play. So... You ready for that too? Yeah. I feel like I remember you saying that you played Valheim too. I'm looking forward to Mina the Hollower. Has that got anything to do with the Hollow Knight? Wait, I'll have to look it up. The title, see what it's about. There were mini games announced in the latest directs, but I think it wasn't just Elliot's Adventure that I was looking forward to, but I forgot the other titles. Elliot's was just the big one, the one I thought, okay, I'm almost definitely gonna enjoy this game. The others, maybe not so much, but... You know, maybe when I finish this run, I'll go take a look at like upcoming games for this year. Not Hollow Knight. I am currently playing the game again with a friend, and I hope that they release the game before we get to the end. Yeah. I'm gonna start over because by the time they release, I'm sure there will be new content like in the in-betweens. Like every now and then they add stuff. They also had that battle update not too long ago, which adds mid-game content that I probably wouldn't get to try out on an already completed file or, you know, at the latest point of progression. So I think I'm gonna start over when it releases, so that if there are any changes targeted to the early game, I'll probably get to try them too. They also have these new items, the trinkets, which part of the fun. I don't even know the half of them, so... Ah, damn. Bad mashing. Pretty sure it's not beneficial to rake this enemy. I mean, probably not a bad idea, but maybe not worth. It's a top-down Zelda-type game by the devs of Shovel Knight? Huh. The game with the mouse. Mina the Hollower. Okay. Top-down Zelda style is a pretty good genre game. I remember playing Link to the Past on emulator a while back. I don't think I ever completed the game, but I like that kind of puzzle. I mean, I like that kind of top-down puzzle game, action, adventure, whatever. It got all these keywords, but I do like me that. I only played a bit of... Actually, I don't think I played Shovel Knight. Actually, no, never mind. I played Hollow Knight, not Shovel Knight. There's a lot of Knight in there. I played Hollow Knight. I think I tried it out on Marty's account, because she has the game and I don't. But actually, I don't think I tried Shovel Knight. Either way, it's a highly acclaimed game. I've heard Shovel Knight like a lot for the past decade or so. So I assume it's a pretty big indie game. One of the biggest. Oh, I have to go for a third flash. Oh, we're competing with a 106 screw attack. That's probably not gonna happen now that I've made some mistakes. No! I also lost my ability to get Bomb HQ. This used to be so easy. But I just don't get the timing for the Shine Spark anymore. That's a huge time loss. Oh. That's that, folks. Not a very good segment. Maybe I'll do a little bit of file practice after this one. A little bit of mid-game only or something. This is why I don't reset an Emmy Warp unless it's a really long Emmy Warp. Because, yeah, I need to practice the whole run. Any game you are excited about, Dio, since you asked the question? I'll have to go and see about any like list of upcoming games, because I'm probably forgetting something. Oh, I lost skew. Great. Oh. Not any Switch 2 games, at least, since I don't have one. Fair. Actually, I think I'm not sure Elliot's Adventure is gonna be an exclusive for the Switch. Octopath and stuff used to be exclusives, but I think Square Enix kind of just laid off of that, and they released to Steam and stuff. I'm gonna double check if that. Just out of curiosity. Okay, we're back. We're back. Alright. Oh my god, I pressed down, but she didn't go down. It's a little scary that Sam is kind of like partially into the wall as she falls down. With that sink, it's a little scary. Oh, nice finish in the air. I do miss playing some PC games that I haven't played in a while. I haven't played Path of Exile, I haven't played Overwatch. Oh, we made the speed keep, let's go! Ooh. Dude, this is one of the cleanest frozen arts I've had. Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the cleanest frozen arts I've had. Oh my goodness. Subnautica 2. I've heard the game. I've heard about the game, but I don't know what it plays like. I don't know what the game's about. Cool. So I guess I'm gonna have to look up Mina and Subnautica 2 so I can see what the games are about. And I also want to look up the list for upcoming games if there's anything cool. Since you ask, I guess you got me curious myself. Oh no. Alright. If I can get this skill quick, this could be a gold waiting to happen. Yay, that is a gold. Nice. I lost a little moment there, stalling for the Shine Spark. I didn't get the Shine Spark immediately. I also did that pause to save that tiny bit more. Nintendo usually has a decently sized direct early in the year, and Pokemon Day is coming up too, so I'm sure we'll get more to look forward to soon. Yeah, that happens like on the 28th February, right? Pretty sure that's Pokemon Day. So yeah, I'm sure we'll hear about a new game or two coming up. Oh. This is a cool thing I can do to keep skew there and still go fast. Since I didn't lose skew this time, it's also a good opportunity for me to get a gold in this segment. 27th, okay. I thought it was 28th, but yeah. I expect we'll get home compatibility for ZA around that time. Maybe some kind of event on all the games, event on Unite, maybe event on ZA. I mean, they already have the megas for PvP, but they usually do something. Maybe a distribution of some kind. Something like that. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about the next 3D Mario main game, like the successor to Odyssey. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh, I lost skew. Amazing. Well, never mind. I need to figure out how I'm gonna... Oh my god, that's a big time loss here. Never mind the gold. I've always had to back up skew here. No, that didn't work? What? Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna trust that word, because if it didn't, I'm gonna be losing hours. Oh, I didn't even get it. Yeah. Either that or I just lost it up here. I didn't. My god, dude, I'm not... I think I finally got it. Man, that's a horrible time loss in this split. What? No, oh my god. Well, that's it. Rip. That's a big time loss. I am secretly waiting to hear news of the next Mario 3D game, the successor to Odyssey. But there has been no announcement about that. I don't even know if there's a game in development, but lately, the only thing we hear about regarding Mario is the movies, so I don't know. I hope they're not done making Mario games. I mean, 3D ones anyway. Oh. Oh, that is just what I needed. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna forget about having a good time in this run. I'm gonna reset this thing as much as I need so I can have a good fight. What am I not doing? I used to be able to get a decent fight here, but I haven't nailed the double screw attack. And actually the 6 screw attacks one single time yet. Wow. They should have something in development. They would not ignore their Mario games. Yeah, I mean, they at least released Mario Wonder. It's a new game, but it's a 2.5D. All right. That is literally the first time I've done a proper fight since I started playing the game again. I need to figure out what to do about the 2D thing, the double screw on the core. That's too low. The director of 3 Mario games was not the director of Bonanza. I imagine he was cooking in the background. Okay, that makes sense. I hope to hear something about that. Wait, that was not the 2 hit, right? Oh, that was actually counted. I thought the second screw was too late. That actually counted, damn. I heard the sound, but I didn't actually think it worked. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Well, let's see if I can get a proper one again. Okay, no, I can be pushing the core off the world. Oh, I went too late. Man, that's really annoying. I need to do mid-game and late-game practice. Wait, I still got skew. Oh. I thought I had lost it. Well, okay. Alright, I don't need to skew anymore. Okay. It's funny, on Switch 1 I have to take one step before I start charging the Omega Cannon. And then fly shift into the door to get a fast exit. But then on this here, if I do that, I get a slow exit. Because Samus isn't... Wait. that's not gonna work. The faceplate wasn't really melted yet. How did I lose 10 seconds here? How exactly did I get a 231? What? I didn't even have to set up skew. Huh. I don't know what I'm losing 10 seconds to. Movement in the blocks, maybe? But, huh? Man, this buffered flash shift. I didn't need that. Oh, my flash got eaten, damn it. Storm Missile, everybody's favorite ability. Oh, wrong movement. What are you saying? I like crossbows way more. Oh, you have curious taste, Dio. Oh man. Always a great moment when your storm missiles just fail to hit the one lock. Or you still fall down the pitfalls with crossbomb. Yep. That's why they're called cross. They are cross with you. The player. Oh, that Debu's store actually works out pretty nicely. Think I got it? Yes. Okay. Okay, good segment. Let's get a gold, chat. Oh, it's a gold. Gold, let's go. Yo. Nice. That is a good gold. I still have a few seconds to save in movement though, but that was pretty good. That was pretty clean. Oh. Okay, a couple hiccups in movement. Nothing too major. All right. Okay, that's more or less tied with gold, I think. Still a few hiccups in movement, but not a lot more time save here, I think. I will get it. I will probably get a better time if I do a faster bot fight. And less hiccups in movement. Okay. I'm glad that worked because that morph bounce was a little weird. And this is definitely not a gold. It's gonna be like 3-second time loss or so. I feel like I dilly-dallied on that ledge warp for so long. Hey, what's up, Art? How's it going? Did you get to try that? Did you get to try the tips I gave you on Magda's skip? Just saw it. Wait. My old boss's run, or? Well, it's not a world record anymore. I actually forgot to change it in the title for a while. I just changed it today. Yeah. Oh. Okay, third try. It'll be hard to contend with the gold on this split because it was a first try ledge warp. Yeah, the actual world record, I mean, I guess it's unofficial because it's not uploaded, but not submitted. It's 1 hour, 0 minutes, and 46 seconds by Namatasu. I think I got it a few months ago, but I forgot to update my my video title. It now correctly says former world record. GG. He did a pretty good run, but it's a Switch 2 run, so he's also saving some time with loads. But I don't know what's the real difference from Switch 1 to Switch 2, so it might just be a better run too. Okay, first try ledge warp. If I don't mess up Golzuna, this could be another gold. No! Oh, never mind. Oh no, never mind the gold. It's over, dude. Ain't no gold in here. Oh. Yep. It's over. Nah, dude, there's no gold. I already messed up too much. Damn it. Getting that ledge orb first try is the biggest hurdle to going for a new gold, and I just had that. Damn it. Oh my god. What? I am so bad at this game, it's unbelievable. I am just so bad at this game, chat. Jeez, dude. I'm pretty sure this 212 can be brought down a little more. But I haven't really decided what's the best way to go through Hanubia. Should I focus on NMG or UR? Seeing that you're still trying to learn some of the basics of the speedrun, I would say stay away from Unrestricted and focus on movement / easier tricks like NMG. Because Unrestricted is just needlessly punishing. Dude, where's my... Holy crap, where's my raking, dude? My shots aren't even coming out. Well, I think I had the opportunity to get a goal here, but my fight just wasn't very good. So that's probably why this isn't gonna goal. Or if it does, it's gonna be a very small amount of time. There are still a few optimizations that I can do, and I don't think I nailed it yet. It would be a lot easier if I don't do the best time save of the year. But then I don't know if it saves time. Actually, it's still golden, damn. I didn't think we were gonna get that gold. I think I didn't get power bombs from the drops there. Damn it. Oh my god. some mess ups before the fight, and the fight's still not good enough raking. Well, I'm not even sure what you're saying, Art. You're saying some weird typos, I think? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll still be streaming in 20 minutes. I assume you mean 20 minutes, not 20 years? Don't know if I'll be streaming in 20 years, chat. Probably not. Talking about Lucy punishing, I still want to finish one of our main items, Legacy Run. Those are tough. Wait, what? That doesn't count on the... Oh my god! Oh my god, dude. I lost all my time save on that stupid elevator. That was not good. That was not a good fight. That was pretty bad raking. Why is Raven Ricard daddy? Because this is Sam is his daddy. It's true, it's canon. That's it. Alright. Have a good one, Art. Thank you for stopping by. I will be still streaming in 20 minutes. I'll stream for another like 2 hours or something. He calls Sam his daughter, so it's gotta mean something, right? It's gotta mean something. Oh my god, I didn't jump high enough. Slacked off with the jumps. Okay, let me just finish the escape. I'll catch up with chat in a sec. No! Okay. That wasn't a good run. It bloated a lot when I started doing resets for a better fight at Storm Missile, but I mean the run wasn't going well even before that, so whatever. Yeah, we did get some good gold, so no, not a waste of time. That was a very needed Z57 gold. Enter Gavern 2 and Power Bomb. I didn't think I was gonna get a gold there. But that just means we still have time to save there. Subterraneans or no, time lost when being 6 minutes behind. Well, I wasn't only 6 minutes behind. Some of it was Warp. Some of it was I kind of choked at Storm doing the clip and having to repeat skew several times, and I just kind of gave up. But at least Enter Govern was good. So I still want to finish one more main items legacy run, but I feel like the route is actually too hard to accomplish in a reasonable time. Damn. I saw your updates to the flash shift tech stuff, but that's not all there is to it, right? Yeah. I've never actually done a main items timed run. I don't know if I want to do that though. I would have to master those tied clips again for the ceiling clips. Just doing that in one setting of Escape is kind of daunting task. I mean, I'm sure it's not hard once you get to practice the setups a bit, but it definitely is a very different run from the smoother, less glitched 80% categories. So where are we at on these splits? 103.22 is the last personal best I had. On these splits, my actual PB is a 103.01 according to YouTube time. So yeah. And that was Switch 1. So I don't know what that time's equivalent to on the Switch 2. I imagine it's a 101 or a 100. I don't know for sure, but one of these days, I guess I'll figure it out. Yo, welcome back, Art. It was only a few minutes. You lied. So, I want to continue doing runs. I'm going to take a little break before I do so. I need to get some foods. But I was going to check some stuff. Me and the Hollower, you guys talked about some games. I want to at least see what they're about. Meet the Hollower. That looks like very pixel arty, like a very oldie game. I know it's a new game, but it looks... The looks is just like old DOS games almost. It's very simple pixel art. Cool. Then there was Subnautica, which I never played Subnauticas. I'm pretty sure they made a big fuss about this before on the Switch. Maybe I'm not sure if it's the game I'm thinking about, but okay, maybe it's not the game I'm thinking about. This reminds me of a game that Nintendo kind of pushed pretty hard in one of their directs. That was you know, underwater experience kind of thing. Maybe it was an imitation of Subnautica. I don't know. It's based on the Game Boy graphics, really? It looks like the DOS games that I used to play. But I mean, Game Boy was also pretty simple with graphics. If you're talking about... Yeah, I was I was looking up the game. What's up, Mecha Space? Fungineer! Not yet. I'm too rusty still to be called a task space mecha, but I appreciate it. There's one setup where I need to input -B plus in 3 consecutive frames. That reminds me of the storm skip setup. But usually it's okay if you skip a couple frames. Ideally, I would have to do like unpause, A, and repause on kind of consecutive frames so that I can fit an A press in the in-between frame of the pauses. That's the idea, but it's okay if you take a couple frames. That way you don't have to frame advance as much, but like if it's mandatory that it's consecutive, then shit. Yeah. I wish 7 Tiles had a like a proper solution. I also wish Storm Skip had a better solution. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, most wall clips other than that have a good solution, but I mean, there's probably stuff we haven't figured out yet, like early charge from that tunnel left of Adam is still a dream that hasn't happened yet. I was gonna check Elliot's adventure, but so Adventures of Elliot: The Millennium Tales comes to Switch 2, PS5, Xbox, and PC. The Adventures of Elliot. The Adventures of Elliot. That was the game I was trying to say earlier, but I messed up. Yeah, it's also available. Apparently, it's also available on. Wait, no, is it not on Steam then? Oh, it is Steam, but it maybe doesn't show up on Steam yet, huh? Maybe I can go look it up for a bit. Maybe they don't even have a... Okay, maybe they just don't have the games page yet. That's it. They still haven't like officially announced their release date anyway, so... But anyway, let me take a look at upcoming 2026 games real quick, because Elliot's is the first one that comes to mind, but I don't know, there might be other games that I just haven't really paid attention to yet. Okay, so I found a GameSpot article that says stuff. My Hero Academia, Neo, Mutagenics, Disciples, Mario Tennis Fever. I had never really had a fever for Mario Tennis. I don't know. I'm not big on these sports games. Wise X, Proud Nordics. I've already played Wise X. It was a good game. But it's gonna release on Switch too. Is it some kind of update maybe? Tales of Berseria Remastered. If I didn't have this already on PC and I haven't even finished the game yet, I probably would buy it on Switch too. I just have to finish it one day. Monster Hunter Stories 3. I didn't really know what Monster Stories was about. But I saw that they had Hunter Stories 2 on sale around Christmas. I didn't buy the game, but it looked actually pretty darn cool. So I might try out one of these Monster Hunting Stories. I think it's a Monster Collection game too, like Pokemon. So I guess I'm kind of curious to see how other games in the same genre play like. I have this thing where I've already dedicated plenty of time to a certain game. For example, playing MOBAs. I've played League of Legends for many years, a while back. And so when I think of playing a new MOBA, it just kind of turns me off because I already have a lot of game knowledge on that. Even if I haven't played it for years, I already have a lot of game knowledge of that game. And I feel like starting a new game from scratch would just take me a long time to get used to the mechanics and quirks of that game. So like, the thought of playing another MOBA that isn't League of Legends is kind of like, it just kind of pulls me away. But I'm kind of a bit tired of that anyway, so I'm probably not going to play any, aside from Pokemon Unite, because it's been fun and it's got short games, but yeah, you know, chat. I almost feel the same about Pokemon. I would like to try playing other games in the same genre, but I already played Pokemon for many years, and it feels weird starting over with another game because you kind of have to memorize these monsters and what they do and their quirks and everything, and it takes time. Anyway, what other games are there? Dynasty Warriors, Ghostmaster, Ariana and the Elder Codex, Copa City, Screamer. What is Screamer? It's actually a racing game or a car game. I thought it was going to be some kind of horror game, but well, Shantytown Pragmata. I heard a lot about Pragmata from the latest. It was not direct. There was the Games Awards, whatever it's called. They talked about this game. I don't know what it's about, but Oh, there's Grand Theft Auto 6 coming this year. I've played most of the Grand Theft Autos. I played Vice City, San Andreas. I played 5. I think I played 4, but like not the whole game. Maybe just tried it out or something. I probably would like to play 6 when it comes out. I had a blast playing through the campaigns of San Andreas and 5, so I probably like that. But this day and age, people playing Grand Theft Auto 5 are just there's a big online world to the game that I don't really know much about, but I've seen people stream that. I'm not sure how interesting that is, but at least the campaign seemed fun. But I don't know, man. GTA 6 is probably going to be like 100 euros on release now. Supposedly it's going to be a massive game. Dynasty Warriors, like Hyrule Warriors? Is it? I'm not sure. I did read the name, but I think it's its own kind of game, but I've never played. I'm pretty sure they even had Dynasty Warriors like on the Wii or GameCube or something, but I could be wrong. What if I don't even know what the game's about? But I'm pretty sure the game franchise exists for years now, for many years. I don't know what the game's about though. I was just reading game titles on an upcoming list. I don't know what that is. 007 First Light. Huh. I don't know what that is, but 007. Lego Batman, Phantom Blade Zero. Oh, and there's a lot of undated games. Okay. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I actually skipped that. Yeah, those are the main games that Hyrule. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know. There's also Fire Emblem Warriors. That's interesting. I didn't know that was the main game behind it. Cool. Alright, I was a big fan of Fire Emblem Three Houses for the bigger focus on story and character development. I tried out Fire Emblem Engage and I just tuned out of it. It wasn't my thing. The characters were so shallow that I mean, sure, the strategy is the strategy part of the games is fun, but I feel like if you don't have a good story with the characters, it's kind of eh. In fact, I actually prefer the gameplay of Triangle Strategy in terms of strategy. And as far as I know, there isn't going to be a 2 anytime soon, so. But I'm excited about Fortune's Weave. It seemed from the trailer that it was going to be a bit more story focused, so yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that one. I actually forgot that was in the same announcement, the same direct as The Adventures of Elliot, so I actually just forgot about this one. What else do we got? Onimusha. It's a game that I've known the title for a long time, but never played. I guess it's some sword game, but that's all I know. Planet of Lana, Path of Mystery, Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Wait, but doesn't it exist already? The Sands of Time? Saying A Tale of Spirits? What is this game? A Tale of Spirits? Looks kind of cutesy. Maybe inspired on. It looks like it's inspired on a Japanese movie. What is it called? Spirited Away. From the graphics, it looks like I think it's a very well-known Studio Ghibli movie. So this Sena Tale of Spirits reminds me of that. It might have either inspiration or maybe it's official something. I'm not gonna look too much into it. Just the title seemed interesting. Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Huh. Pretty sure they talked about that in the direct, but I don't care much. I've already played the base game. I'm content with that. Oh yeah, I didn't think of it, but I've always enjoyed the Xenoblade Chronicles games. I low-key am looking forward to the next one, but I don't know. I would be more excited about a Xenoblade Chronicles X2 because I enjoy X far more than the other Chronicles. But the direction they're taking the storytelling with the changes they made to X made me a little hesitant on that. I don't know if I actually still want to. And I don't see any other names that speak out to me in this list. There's gonna be Ys Memoir Revelations in Salsetta. I actually really like the Ys series of RPGs now. I started with Ys 9, I think, and then I went back to play 8, and I also played 10 more recently. I really like the games. So if they release more of that, I think I might give it a try. But that's it for games that I might try coming up. Wait, why is the console not turning? Bro. There we go. Okay, chat. Now I'm gonna take a break. Get some food, and we'll go back to another run. Yeah, I'm looking forward to something from Novasoft as well. I wonder if they are gonna release another Xenoblade or make something new. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they at some point grew tired of their standard Xenoblade Chronicles, and they made X, which is it was a very different environment from the Xenoblade Chronicles typical game. It still got that kind of fantasy element to it, but it was sci-fi more than fantasy with all the robotic stuff in the game, and I really liked it. I actually liked the lesser focus on story and more focus on exploration. I mean, it depends on the game. There are some games where I prefer the story focus, and I did like Chronicles 1, 2, 3 for the focus on the story. But I also really liked X and the freedom in creating builds and stuff, even though the game is pretty badly balanced in terms of combat. But that's another story. But I just really enjoyed the game and the exploration aspect and freedom for making builds. I really like that. So if they make another game that's in that same style, I will most definitely play that. I do feel like they got a lot of characters in that Xenoblade universe now, so whatever's coming next is gonna have a big bloat of characters, maybe. So something new might be an interesting path to take. Whatever they choose, I hope their next game is gonna be fun, because I might play it too. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe if there's some remake of a game that I really like, that I've played before. But most of the games that we're talking about, they don't even have release dates yet, so it's all very abstract for the moment. There are games I'm interested in, but I don't know about their release dates and stuff. I am eagerly looking up looking forward to the next Valheim update and news and release dates and expectations and stuff. So that's the biggest one for me, followed by the Adventures of Elliot, followed by whatever else. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some food. We'll continue runs. I think I'm gonna do at least one more. The first one was pretty bad. Let's be honest. First one, I was super behind. I think I'm gonna do one more run and then maybe a little bit of practice on mid-game stuff. But no, we'll probably have more runs throughout the weekend. Cause I gotta keep practicing, or that sub hour isn't gonna grind itself. I'll be right back, chat. Alright folks, we are back. I'm gonna do one more run, because that's all the time I have for today. But we'll of course do some more runs tomorrow. Oh my god, this thing just turned off as soon as I arrived? Come on. What is up with my cap card? It's not picking up the signal when I turn on the console for some reason. Alright. Let's do this. Maybe I'll just leave the mid-game practice for my off-stream time. I think it's going to be more exciting for anyone involved that I do more runs, so let's do that. I'm back, welcome back, Art. I am also back. Oh no. Alright, that was a good blob. Very good blob. Gold pace. Gold pace for this split, chat. Here we go. Nah, that's not gold. Why did you do a pseudo and then go in? I'm pretty sure that these blobs that start at full HP, they get a moment of invulnerability after the first hit. So I'm basically making the blob vulnerable to hits when I get in. So the first shot, interrupt to get in, and then continue shooting. That's the idea. I'm not sure if it actually saves any time, but that is the idea behind it. Oh no! Damn, I forgot about this part. We're gonna have to reset if I fail. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to at least have a shot at getting a PB. And if I don't get a good Emmy bump, then of course I can get a PB, or most likely won't. Oh. Alright, my tech smashing is getting better. And this only potentially saves time if you get a pseudo with some distance. Yo, what's up, grafters? Welcome on in. Thank you for good lugs. Appreciate you. Oh no! My dogs are very rowdy today. I need to go check on them and give them some more food when the stream's done. I can skip every cutscene. I mean, I have finished the game. That's why. Oh. It's okay if you mess up a climb or two here, because you still have to wait for the enemy, but it just feels bad. Oh no, that was bad. I was too low. Okay, better. Okay. Man, I always seem to get this late pattern, which is the one that I'm most used to, but it's the slowest one also. Wow, I actually weaved there without snapback! That's amazing. I only lost 5 seconds with doing that whole thing? Huh. I would have thought a bigger time loss, but... Maybe this is the run. Maybe. No, my charge beam failed me. Yes, it is on Switch 2, Crafter. This is the only bearable, unrestricted run on Switch 2. Oh my god, I just can't have a good fight with this guy. Holy crap. Is early RBX actually impossible? It's not impossible, but it's much harder to get. I tried it out. First thing I did when I got the Switch and played Dread. And it's actually obnoxious on Switch too. Like, if you want to run unrestricted, just run on Switch 2. On 1. I mean, the problem is that, of course, if you just happen to get the stars to align and actually get through RBX first try, you could possibly save a lot of time on Switch 2, of course, due to loads, but good god, it's just... yeah. That or your sanity is the choice. I really don't want to touch unrestricted again unless new tech is found, because I know that I could possibly get a better time, but like it feels like a pointless grind at this point. Oh. Shit, I was holding the wrong buttons, damn. I don't have it, yeah. Don't care about Switch 2 runs. Yeah, I mean, I sure didn't buy the Switch 2 like purposely to run Dread. If I didn't get the Switch 2, I sure as hell be running still on Switch 1, probably. And if I want to run Legacy at some point, it has to be on Switch 1, right? That's it. Do you have a Discord server? Not at the moment, no. I used to have one. And I still do for streaming. But it's been dead for a few years. I have plans to revive it, but I haven't revived it yet. Oh, this is a little risky? Oh, that was so risky. Yikes. Yeah, I do have a currently inactive Discord server that I want to bring back to life sometime. It would be the perfect place to answer people's questions on my YouTube comments and stuff. What's the name of the server? It doesn't matter. I'll announce that. I'll announce it properly when I feel like it's time. Oh, finally get that little hop there. That is surprisingly hard to do. You have to destroy those 2 blocks and then quick climb off that. Oh, this is gold paste? Oh, this is a gold? This is gonna be a gold, chat. Maybe? Actually, maybe. Because that 113 I have was from a different starting point because I killed Amy super far. Okay, so this is probably gonna be my new gold for this split. Because the 113 I had was unrealistic. I started like... I messed up the Amy kill, so I had to go all the way to the left. And that's like second or 2 advantage versus the starting point that I had with the plant kill. So this is the proper 114 time that I should have as a gold. As I said, I have no announcement to make as of yet, Art. Well, there were a couple of things holding me back. My main intention with bringing back the Discord was to have a good place for people to come and ask questions about the tutorials and stuff. I know that a lot of people go to ask questions in the speedrun Discord, and that's totally fine. But sometimes they don't get a good answer that matches the stuff that I'm explaining in my tutorials. So having my own Discord to clear up stuff would be great. But at the same time, I feel like at this moment, there is not as much interest in my tutorial as there used to be. So I feel like I need another reason to start up the Discord. Oh shit! Oh, that was fast! Damn, we got a fast pseudo there. That's kind of nice because last run I kind of choked it. Too early. Holy crap, dude. Man, the snapback. That's a problem not with the Switch 2, but with this game and the Procon 2. The Procon 2 has more snapback than Procon 1. And this game also probably never heard of dead zones. Of course, not the first try. How and why does this happen with the green Amy? What do you mean? The Amy warp? Oh man. I should have probably just waited. Nope. How does it work? I guess I can narrate as I try it again. I'm gonna do this free aim setup on the door. So touching the door and backing out like that will cause the enemy to respawn on the next time I do a room transition. So now I'm gonna do a setup for positioning. I'm gonna wait until this thing beeps a specific number of times, a specific sequence. Actually, no, wait. Never mind. Never mind. I was explaining the wrong setup, but we got it. Yeah. If anyone in chat runs this game, good luck explaining this while running at the same time. Yeah, it's just magic. Honestly, it's just magic. Well, that's why I sometimes make tutorials, because it's very difficult to explain stuff while I'm running the game. But I know I haven't made a tutorial for Amy Warp, but... I had some plans to make tutorials, but my latest tutorials have had, like, almost 0 views, so I am not inclined to make tutorials in the near future. I'm gonna continue to do runs at the very least. Which is unfortunate. I quite like making some cool tutorials, but... Storm Skim, for example, nobody cared. I'll make Alton watch them 20 times, that doesn't help at all, Art. I appreciate though. Like, before my channel was, before I got to like 1,000 subs and stuff, I didn't really I didn't really worry about this. I just made the tutorials because I wanted to make them. But now it's different. If the content isn't working, I don't feel so inclined to repeat making that kind of content. And unfortunately, the tutorials have been on a descent for a while. But runs and world records, people still watch those. I would like to make some of those videos where it's not a tutorial, but I still go over. I still, you know, I have some videos where I go over tech like in a non-tutorial way. That was much more fun to do, and I think people like that more too. But there haven't been many finds for a while, so it's hard to make an interesting video like that. I make some money off of YouTube, Not really Twitch. There was a time when I played Splatoon that I actually got I actually had a bunch of subs. You know, subs on YouTube are the equivalent of followers on Twitch. But subscribers on YouTube are the paid ones. There was the time when I played Splatoon, actually had a decent viewership. It didn't last long, but it happened. But I haven't had like a comparatively a big viewership on Twitch for a long time. Now YouTube, on the other hand, the channel did pick up quite nicely after I made a bunch of tutorials and runs and world records. I didn't expect that, but I mean, it's not a substantial amount. I can't make a living off of YouTube. But to be fair, I would like to. That would be nice. Damn, the fight took a lot longer than it could have because I slacked off with the missiles. $231, yes, and we can go even faster, chat. We can go even faster. No, ah, dang it. It's a nice crit gold. And now that it doesn't matter much after a third whatever try. I think it was third try Emmy Warp. I'll take it. We might yet see that some of bets dip below the 58. No, the 59. 58 has another story. Oh my god. Creating content would be a lot easier if I played something like a MOBA, like League of Legends, or... I mean, I do play Pokemon Unite, but I feel like the game is seeing an all-time low. The developers are making some bad decisions, so it would be a pretty bad game to switch into at this point. Unfortunately. But that kind of game is a lot easier to make content for. My kind of content for Dread is... I'm surprised that... I'm honestly surprised that I managed to find lots of tech over the years. There was never any guarantees that I would be able to, but... I kind of centered my Dread content around finding new tech, and I kind of delivered. I'm kind of proud of that in a way. It's not like I made a living off of this or anything, but I'm kind of proud that I was able to find some tech and make content around that for a while. But it's not really a viable thing. In no way I'm going to be finding tech enough, at least, to build a whole channel around that. So obviously that's not going to scale very well. If I wanted to take a more serious approach with YouTube, I would probably have to speedrun other games. Oh no. I let go of the angle. Oh my god. That's a big time loss. I would have to either speedrun other games or try to play games like at a high ranking. Maybe something like high ranking on Overwatch or high ranking on League, or I don't know, any kind of game that has a rank that I enjoy playing, that I can be a high level, whatever, right? I feel like that would be a possibly cool source of content. But it's not easy finding a game like that that just clicks, you know. But it doesn't have to be one game, it could be more than one game, but more than one game is hard to do. I mean, I say this, but anytime I watch a successful streamer, I can see the difference. They're usually a lot more entertaining than I am. Even if I'm a good gamer, I feel like as a streamer, I'm not as entertaining usually. But they make it look so easy with having a lot of viewers consistently and stuff. But it's not all that easy. Content creation is not as easy as it looks, is what I mean. Work is work. Go touch some grass. Alright, Art. Enjoy your grass, dude. Alright, we couldn't get a gold off Wide Beam or Morph Bomb. I don't even care as much if I don't get a PB, but I want to fight for some golds. And right now I think we're in place to fight for a gold. Actually not. Never mind. No! Never mind, it's over. I missed a couple inputs there. That was a good tunnel section. Definitely better than average. Alright, a little scuffed on that back door. I had lots of issues with movement in this split, and that almost tied the gold. Still means we got a bunch of time save here. Oh. Damn it, that morph was snapback, I think. Okay. Alright, that went decently well. Also, we got to 1111 follows on Twitch. That's a fun number, dude. I should have mentioned that on the title too. Oh my... What is that, dude? Wow, that was the weirdest movement mistake I've ever seen. What? Alright, that's gonna be nowhere close to gold, sadly. Okay, we got the biggest time save around mid game. Actually, I'm not sure. I think the PB actually had a decent mid game, but a worse end game. I just mean compared to the run we did earlier. Yeah. Oh god, what is my wall jump? What the heck? I'm pretty sure I got snapback. And that's why I didn't get a wall jump. Good god, that's so bad. I just do this a lot. It's just pretty much normal for me to go up to a wall and just neutral. You don't actually have to hold the direction while wall jumping. You just have to press B. And the game will figure out your orientation. But it just happens a lot of times. I go back to neutral and the control just snaps back. It infuriates me. Because there's nothing I can do about it. You kind of have to neutral to avoid changing direction, for example, with speed keeps. I can just simply get used to not leaving the stick neutral. I have to, it's part of the run. It's really annoying though. Again, the snap, holy crap. I feel like I lose as much time to my mistakes as I do to just snap back. Unbelievable. Okay, 110 is not bad. Alright, 25 on the elevator is pretty fast. We'll take that. Alright, this is one of the scariest parts of the run, chat. Here we go. This bot fight. Oh no. Okay, this is good. Oh my god. That was a little too close. And I got snapback. Thankfully that only happened after I started spinning, because I could have lost skew there. Is that a big gold? Oh, that was an almost 10-second gold. Nice. And that puts me even with the quote PB time. That's a big gold. Very happy about that. Damn. Oh no. Dude, what is this Hobbit skew bullshit? Five Hobbit skews? What the hell? Jeez, dude. Okay. And that's some BS time loss right there. Damn it. The last few hobs cost me time. So I'm like 4 seconds behind that gold timer. Very unlikely that I'll get a gold, because the pattern I had for the gold was actually a good boss pattern. Probably not going to get a gold here. Let's see how far we go. Nice, that was the same RNG pattern. Cool. Nice, we get the speed keep. Okay, great movement so far. I feel like I still don't get that morph roll consistently there. It's like, it's the auto... what I believe happens there is the same thing that happens with map lag. Samus gets auto morph, but she doesn't get auto one morph because by the time the transition is over, she's already outside of the morph tunnel, so she doesn't auto one morph. Only morph. I feel that's what's happening there. Damn. That bat cost me time. Maybe I'm not gonna do the speed keep for the next part. Maybe I'll just flash shift and don't risk losing skew. This is one part of the run that I probably have to practice a bunch to figure out how to get through here fast. Because when you don't have skew, you just do that speed boost, that speed keep and shine spark onto the ramp. But when you have skew, this speed keep is harder because during that flash jump on the wall is a bit risky. No! She did it in morph, dude! You can't make this shit up. Holy crap. You can't make this shit up, dude. Dude, hello? Where's my free aim? Holy crap. That took too long. No! Fuck me, dude! God damn it! That really pissed me off. I accidentally pressed B to one. Fuck, that was 100% my fault. So stupid. Why did I press B? I just freaking fat fingered the whole controller. What a stupid way to lose time. And I wasn't gonna save any time on this split, but this is gonna be a huge time loss now. Oh, I thought I lost skew there. Clutch. Man, I'm really upset with that. That was an otherwise good run. Damn it. Think I might be too deep? No, we're good. I'm sparking too far up. Whatever. Man, that's so bad. I didn't need to lose like 2 minutes on that. Dude, what is that? What is that turnaround she's doing? Man, I'm just tilted. Everyone was going so nicely, and I had to ruin it with the death. No, I didn't get the double. Damn it. So upset about this segment. If I didn't choke that, it could have been a gold. Oof. And that spark was a little too close for comfort. Oh. Damn it. Forgot I don't have space jump yet. Nah, my rating is not good enough here. Man, I just screwed up the whole run on that storm missile split. I gained so much time off of those bots, man. NZ57 too. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I actually do know that. But it doesn't happen immediately. I was supposed to have done a wall jump so that I don't have to wait for the CPU to be down. It doesn't start down, I think. I don't know the timings of the cycle there. But it doesn't start down at the very least, so... I just kinda... forgot I was alive for a moment. I had it happen accidentally one time. I was just jumping below the CU and happened to hit it. That's when I noticed that it has this up and down movement. But yeah. No, dude, why? Man, I'm just losing time on everything. This is why I really need to practice. How I really need to practice the end game. This end game is so bad. I don't think I've had a single decent storm missile segment. I think my gold doesn't even have a fast kill. It doesn't even have me keeping skew. I'm not supposed to lose it, because if I lose it, I'm gonna have to waste time setting it up again. I think we can probably get a sub 58 sum of best just off of the ice gravity ball. Just off of that split, getting a gold. Dude, what is this? No. That's not gonna work. Wow. Nice 20-second time loss. It's funny how things get discovered. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure I wasn't the first to find it. Like, I think I found it relatively recently. I discovered it on my own, but I'm sure it is known Rando Tech probably. But there's a lot of stuff in this game that just gets found by accident. Even Bombo His Q was found by accident. But it was found by someone who was exploiting Shine Sync clips, so not just anyone can stumble upon it. Damn it. Oh, this thing dies fast even with just wave beam. Cool. Oh, I touched the suit too early. Damn. I was just testing myself with mashing, but when it's beams, I can tell if they're good or not. When it's Omega, it's harder for me to tell. But I'm pretty sure I wasn't doing very well. Oh, I missed some of Art's questions. No, I do spam. I do mash manually, yes. Thank you for the good luck, Art. Thank you for hanging out here. not good movement. Yeah, I guess you see it more in games because it's usually just like a funny moment. You're like, wait, game's not supposed to do this. Because someone's just trying to have fun with the game and then suddenly the game decides to misbehave. But yeah, I'm sure that applies to other software too. Also signs. The apple. Yep. Okay, third try is still good. As long as I can get the ledge warp before those blocks respawn, I'd say that's a win. It's pretty funny that you see people asking this question pretty often about games, for example. Like how did, the question is, how did someone even find these things? I'm sure that someone that doesn't know anything about Dread speedrunning, that hasn't watched speedruns before, coming into the game right now and watching someone do a run, that's what they're gonna be asking. Like, how in the hell do people find these things? How the fuck did you know that you can clip through the floor? How did you know that you had to like do a dance before you can clip on a wall? Like, what the fuck? No, I messed up. Fuck. Oh, I didn't know I could back up the speed booster there. That's cool. How do you discover map lag, right? To be honest, I feel like we could have discovered map lag so much sooner. But it only became apparent when used for clipping because, yeah, it was it's arguably the biggest use of map lag. Get off, bro. Like, you even, anyone probably does get to see map lag a couple times throughout their casual run, but no one's expecting the game to actually lag while unpausing. It's a bit untypical for games, I guess. Maybe it's a badly implemented unpause feature or something, but... Whoa! Oh my god, that was so bad. I was supposed to have 3 locks there, but I was too close to this thing, so that was just a misplay. Could have probably tied gold if I didn't do that. Or close. Oh. Wait. That didn't count as item tutorial? What? Huh? Did I already trigger it and I didn't realize? Huh? That should have triggered the item tutorial? I'm gonna have to rewatch that clip. What the heck? If I didn't lose the almost 1.5 minutes, well, this could be on we could have a 102 pace here, which would be a real PB. I mean, in terms of real time, because This is still not nearly as good a run as my actual PB on Switch one. Shit. Well, this run's dead. Ah, my god. Not only did I do a bad jump, I also wasn't raking well. My shots just weren't coming out. I need to remember to use storm missiles. I always forget, especially due to the rebinds. I forget to press storm missiles. I'm just so used to pressing R now that I have the missile button on a different key. I just forget to press it. I still haven't fully rewired my muscle memory for this game after changing the control scheme. And also, like, this is probably gonna take a long while for me to get used to the rebind. I've been playing with a specific control scheme for years, and now I've changed the rebinds, so it's to be expected. Finishing the fight at 110 means I think I'll get like a 137, which is a little gold. I could be wrong, but I think I'll get a very small gold either way. Oh yeah, that's actually 137. I know I have at least another 4 seconds to save on that fight. Damn, we're at 59 flat for Summer Best. I need one more gold. Anything. Any gold. And that's it. Okay. Alright, that's not a gold, but it's not far. Damn. My raking just isn't good enough yet. Alright, I'm not gonna try to do hyper keep. I probably need to do a little practice session. If I even try to do that. Oh. Alright, no gold, 104.14, whatever. So if I didn't lose 1 minute 20-ish from Morph Ball, this could still be a 102. So if I still save, so it's exactly 1 minute and 15 seconds off my gold for Morph Ball. 115, and then there is 1 minute 26 off Storm Missile. So that's 2 minutes and 37. So if I get a first try Emmy Warp and don't choke the big Storm Skip choke in this run, that is a 137? 101.37. And if I don't die to the power bomb, then something like a 101.10. So yeah, that's my my focus for the next runs, chat. It's gonna be trying not to die. And of course, I'm not too stressed about the first try Emmy Warp yet, but yeah, that means that the biggest, like the major mistakes in this run save up to just enough to get a low 101. But I'm still gonna need more time save than that, and I lost plenty of time in other places too, obviously. But damn, that Enter Frozen Artaria gold was really nice to get. That was really nice. I still have a big gold waiting to happen at Storm Missile. Maybe at Wave Beam 2. Endgame boss fight golds are gonna happen when I get better at raking. Yeah. There's still so much to improve. Alright, I'm gonna have to start doing some mid-game practice runs, like just use my save practice files that I have and practice just the mid and end game. Because I get through the early game pretty cleanly. It's unlikely that I'll have a terrible bad early game, which I actually did in this run, unfortunately. It was mostly due to the Emmy Warp, though. Yeah, if I get first try Warp, it'll look much nicer. If I get first try Warp, I could even maybe get a sub 30 screw attack. That would be really nice to see. But yeah, it's the mid game and end game that's costing me a lot more time right now. Because enemy warp is down to luck. Mid game and end game is not down to luck. So that's what I need to work on. So starting from grapple beam towards screw attack, that's where I gotta start. That's what I gotta start practicing, I mean. Yeah. Alright, chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. That's been our runs for today. I'll do more throughout the weekend. See if we can get that sub 1 hour soon enough. Alright, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend, folks, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.